Just arrested. Miguel Angel. Yo was booked on June 1st, 2026, and the listed agency is the Florida Department of Corrections. According to the booking record, he is being charged with smuggling contraband into prison, drug delivery, distribution involving Schedule 3 or 4 substances. And unfortunately for his behind, there is no bond. This case is brand new, so he is innocent unless proven guilty. That being said, every time an officer or staff member gets arrested for contraband, it proves this issue is way bigger than inmates are just sneaky. Contraband is not just an inmate problem, it's an everyone problem. And when the charge involves smuggling it into prison, people need to stop pretending the inmates and visitors are the only ones at fault. This is a constant growing problem. 90% of the contraband that goes into these institutions are brought in by staff members. This is an ongoing investigation. We will keep you updated.
Florida prison officer accused of battery on an inmate. A former Florida Department of Corrections officer, Adrian Hernandez, was recently arrested after accusations that he mistreated an inmate and lied about the incident. According to reports, on January 12, 2025, the incident involved a 59-year-old female inmate at the Florida Women's Reception Center in Ocala. The woman was reportedly agitated and hitting a window at the officer's station, but here is where the situation takes a dark turn. After she was handcuffed, surveillance footage allegedly showed her appearing to comply, according to reports. Hernandez then aggressively jerked her by the arm and later pushed her in the back with both hands as she walked through a doorway. The woman reportedly suffered a swollen right hand, an abrasion on her left elbow, and bruising around her left eye, which was swollen shut. Hernandez was charged with malicious battery on an inmate felony and falsifying a use of force report. In his original report, he claimed the inmate had refused to walk and tried to grab his arm, requiring him to use physical force to push her away. These claims were allegedly contradicted by video evidence. Hernandez resigned from the Department of Corrections in April 2025 after the initial investigation began. He was released from the Marion County Jail on the same day of his arrest after posting a $2,000 bond. So, what happens when a corrections officer falsifies his report in prison? Whatever is written on that report can become the official version of reality. If the report says the inmate refused, if the report says she grabbed his arm, if the report says force was necessary, then people believe the paperwork. In prison, an inmate's injury does not always speak louder than an officer's report. If the video had not existed, whose version do you think would have been believed? According to court documents, Hernandez was sentenced to 5 years of probation. Do you think the punishment fits your crime? Captain, lieutenant, and sergeant fired and arrested at Lowell Correctional Institute in Ocala, Florida. According to reports, Captain Grafignino was captured on his body cam, writing a note asking an inmate to act out, so they can have an excuse to use force on another inmate. They sprayed the inmate with OC spray, then proceeded to take her to the shower, and they sprayed her again while naked, when the investigation concluded. It was also found that this inmate had multiple bruises in her body and lacerations. Sergeant Bullard and Lieutenant Didigo falsified incident reports to protect the captain, and all three of them were charged with aggravated assault on an inmate. They're all presumed innocent until proven guilty. What's going on at Lowell? We will keep you updated on this case.